We are back with more today on this Fundy Monday, and here's a surprising fact. According to the National Center for Injury Prevention and Control, nearly 500,000 children ages 5 through 9 are injured from every year from dog bites.
Why? Kelly Voigt knows this firsthand. She was the victim of a dog attack back in 1999 when she was just 7 years old, and ever since she has devoted her life to protecting other kids from similar situations. We want to share her story, but we should warn you that some of the parts are graphic.
At 7 years old, I was playing in my neighborhood when I saw a dog lying on its driveway. I knew the dog and didn't think twice about walking over to say hello. As soon as I got close, the dog lunged and bit me in the face and throat. Everything happened so fast. I remember a lot of blood, worrying about my face, and being afraid to go to the hospital. I received about 100 stitches in my face and throat, and bruises and lacerations all over my body. 1 year later, I was still being treated for post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. I wanted to make sure this didn't happen to anyone else. With the help of my mother and a school therapist, I started giving dog bite prevention presentations. Within a few years, the nonprofit Prevent the Bite was formed. As a spokesperson for Prevent the Bite and National Dog Bite Prevention Week, I've traveled at length to raise awareness of the problem of dog bites to children. Sometimes something bad has to happen in order for something good to happen. I still have scars, but I'm proud of what they represent. I recovered from my trauma, regained my love of dogs, and now keep other children safe from dog bites. I am a survivor.
Kelly Voigt is here along with Dr. Karen Halligan. She's the Chief Vet Officer for the Lucy Pet Foundation.
Welcome, ladies.
Wow.
Good for you turning something so negative into something so positive. That shows real character.
Yeah, and that post-traumatic is traumatic, really, for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Did you have difficulty?
Yeah, for about a year. Until I was 8, I suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and depression, and I just wasn't myself. I didn't do anything that I loved before.
Well, it's a weird thing, because I think we've all been in a situation where we've walked by someone's home and there's a dog there, and the dog may actually start coming at you, and your instinct is to be fearful. You don't know that you're not 100% sure of what to do. What is the right thing for someone to do if a dog is approaching them without a leash, just coming at you?
Go ahead. Well, if a dog is coming at you, I mean, you never want to run away because the dog will always catch up to you.
They go a lot faster than you do.
Right. So we always say stand like a tree or lie like a rock. Stand like a tree. You cross your arms across your chest and look straight down. Don't look the dog in the eye. Just don't make eye contact. Don't move. Don't make a sound. And wait until that dog is far away before you move.
But if they can sense fear and they know you're scared.
Pet owners can do their part. The majority of dog bites are from dogs that are not spayed or neutered, especially the male dogs.
During mating season, I would think. Yeah.
So spay and neuter your pets. That's going to help prevent a lot of bites.
But if they can sense fear, like everybody says, and you're scared,
that's something you can't control, is your fear.
Right. So you kind of you have to be confident in what you're doing. I know when I walk into it's pretty scary, but I got to be confident in what I'm doing and show that dog that I'm not afraid.
So what was the mistake that you made? Did you think that the dog was injured, so you're trying to help it, or should you not have approached it at all?
I should not have approached the dog. I went up on the dog's property and pet the dog. So the dog was just being protective of its owners in the house.
So what should, if someone does get bitten, I mean, she was bitten severely, obviously, but if someone gets like a nip or something, what's the right thing for a person to do?
Well, think of it like a car accident. I mean, you really need to document it. Even if it doesn't seem that big of a deal, the next bite could be a big deal. So you want to get the name, address, phone number of the person that has the dog, the owner, take pictures. Then you want to go down and file a report with the jurisdiction that does your animal control. That might be the Humane Society, it might be the police department, but that needs to be reported and documented because that particular dog had already bitten 3 times. And that could have been prevented.
What about workmen who come to your house just to do, I mean...
You have to keep your dog away because he's doing what he's supposed to do, protect the yard.
This happens to me. I'm walking my dog and someone bends down and says, hi, and they bend down to pet him. And it's hard in that split second to say, oh, well, but that's what people do. They bend down, and that's not the right thing to do, right?
No, that's
what should they do?
We teach responsible dog ownership along with canine body language and simple safety canine techniques. And so a person, when they approach a dog, we tell them to follow the steps of wait. And the W stands for wait. You wait and see if the dog looks friendly. Then ask the owner for permission to pet the dog. And then we say, the I stands for invite. You curl up your hand in a fist put it to your side. Right, so it shows interest. And then the T stands for touch. You pet the dog on the back the way the fur grows.
Gently, the way the fur grows.
People, they like to go on the dog's face, and we always say hugs are for people, not for dogs.
I know.
Unless it's yours and they know you and trust you.
Even
you can't ever trust a dog 100%.
Because they're dogs.
Because they're dogs, and always where your face is, because that's where the most of the children get bit.
My face is always up against his face, Bambino.
They're always making.
All right, thanks so much.
Thanks.
How bad is it to swallow pool water?
Oh, the dirty truth.
I think it depends on the person's which pool it is. You know what I'm saying?
The truth about some dirty habits.
Plus, healthy snacks.